yet.
Right.
So yeah, whoever fell out this truth or fainted, that's because you was weak. You was weak. Also in the book of Sirach, it says to put off now thy weak nature.
That's right.
But you cats who fell off, you couldn't make the cut. It wasn't for you to make the cut.
Right.
Yahawahshi didn't want you. You wasn't chosen. So yeah, you got weak. Right. You went and did your own thing, whatever the fuck that was.
Right. Yeah, and ultimately, man, you really didn't have any faith or confidence or trust in Yahawahshi ultimately, right. Man. You know what I mean? Or as the apostles always say, man, you had your own timetable on when you thought things were supposed to pop off. You know, and you lost it. You know what I mean? Like you grew weary. You know, you grew. There's a scripture that says, "Damn, not weary in labor." I could be incorrect in that. You know, because hey, when you out here, when you out here laboring, man, like you looking at death, man. So what other option do you have aside from to continue to push for that hope, you know? Because really, ultimately, that's that light, man. You know, we had talked about he leading me beside still waters, man. These waters are plenteous, man. You know? It's waiting on you. Hey, anytime you get weak or whatever, like the brother said, hey, you got brothers, you got Akim, you got videos, you know? To balance you out, man, to re-strengthen you, you know? But ultimately, like the brother has said as well, you're supposed to be putting off that weak nature, man. The weak nature is, oh man, this world sucks, man. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to, as scripture says, you're supposed to complain continually, man, to Yahawahshi, but you're doing it through what? Crying unto him, you know? So when we do glory, we glory in Yahawahshi. You know, scripture says we glory in our infirmities, man. So yeah, I mean, you gotta understand the full spectrum, the full scope of what you getting into, man. You know, this ain't just for one season, man. You know how most sports, you know what I mean? They have a, you know, on season and an off season. Hey, this is year round, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nate. You don't get no off season in this truth. You know? That's a sit down, right? Right. In season and out of season, man. What does it say? Bearing the afflictions, essentially, roughly paraphrasing. You got something? Yeah, I just want you to read that last. Okay, good. Again, right? It's 2 Corinthians 4:8. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Well, that's just letting you know, man, off the top. You gonna catch hell in this truth. But just like Yahawahshi promised us, Yahawahshi promised us, he's not gonna tempt us more over, you know, what we can bear. Right. Loosely paraphrased. Yeah. You know? Yeah. He's not gonna tempt us above that which we can you know, handle. Right. So but you gonna go through it. Yeah. But it ain't nothing you can't handle. Yeah. And that even goes back to the word the brother had came up with earlier talking about measure. You know what I mean? Like people downgrade the spirit, power, knowledge, and wisdom of Yahawahshi. He created you, man. He know how much you can bear. He knows what situation we in, man. That's why the scripture the brother had called earlier said his grace is sufficient for you. Mm-hmm. Hey, grace is that gap for when, you know, hey, you might stumble, man, you know. But yeah, you have to understand coming into this truth, hey, as we had said a couple weeks back, man, you're gonna have to catch hell like Odell, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is your job, man. The question is, how well do you handle adversity? Okay? Because this ain't shit, man. This is a simulation right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, hey, when the real thing pop off, bro, hey, you gonna wish you had some hell as a backdrop, as a reference point, you know? Because hell is gonna be coming full speed, man. You know?
Yeah.
I'll make this last point. I'm gonna continue. Just like they talk about, you know, when you go from the college sports or whatever to the professional sports, it's a totally different speed. You know what I'm saying? The game is quicker. It's faster. Now you have to think 3 or 4 steps ahead. You know? Whereas in college, you might have had to think 2 steps ahead or whatever, man. All right, well, if this happened, I'm gonna do that. And if that happened, I'm gonna do this. Now, all of those things have to already be programmed in you to where you won't be perplexed,
right,
to where you won't be distressed, you know? Because we are what? As the brother had said earlier, we are hastening that day. Some brothers might have to die. Look, we accept that, man. We counted the cost. We know what time it is, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, if dying is the way to salvation out of this wicked ass kingdom, okay, we've accepted that. Do we want to go that route? Not unless we have to. Hell, Yahawahshi didn't even want to have to take that cup, but he took it. He took it cheerfully too. He was like, all right, cool. Father, thy will be done. You know what I mean? That's the same mindset spiritually we should have here in this kingdom.
Well, I wouldn't say he was cheerful, but he was obedient.
Obedient.
You know what I'm saying? He was obedient because, you know, when you go into the account, it said he was exceeding sorrowful, or he was in sorrow. You know, but right, he put Yahweh's will over his own.
Right.
Which is something, man, a lot of guys in this truth haven't done. You know, they just can't do it. And that's something that's going to have to be done.
Yep.
Yahawahshi's will is going to have to be placed over your will, you know, at the cost of your happiness.
Yeah.
At the cost of your joy. When it come into this thing, it's not a thing of joy, like the brother is going into. This ain't a thing. We wasn't brought into this to have a happy, good time. You know?
Right.
We were brought into a battle, a spiritual warfare.
Right. Right.
You know?
Done. And if you don't have any protection of these scriptures, man, hey, you bound to get got, man. You know? Because the stumbling block's gonna be out there. You ain't gonna have no defense. You ain't got no offense. You ain't got no weapons. You ain't got no helmet, no breastplate. None of those things, man. Spoken of in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. So this is back in 2 Corinthians 4 and 8. We are troubled on every side. Going back to this valley of shadow of death. All right?
And going back to them troubling us in building. Because we out here to build this temple of Yahawahshi.
Right.
We are those lively stones that make up the temple.
Yeah.
But right, they troubling us on every side, just like the heathens did, like I said, back when the temple was being rebuilt. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, we are those targeted individuals.
Yeah.
You know? No, hey. No one's afraid of the Arabs, you know, Chinese. You know, I mean, yeah, they got missiles and Korea and all the rest of that stuff. But the so-called white man really, you know, even the Russians, so-called white man knows, all right, you know, if we got to go toe-to-toe, we got to go toe-to-toe. However, referencing what we were talking about in Numbers, the 23rd and 24th chapter, those enchantments that they trying to put on Jacob and Israel right now is to try to confound the prophecy, man. Because they know that the spirit of Yahawahshi is with the nation of Israel. That's who the targeted individual is, man. Okay? To stop this word from going out, as the brother was saying, as far as building is concerned. Okay? Says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed.
Because we cast down, man. You hear the brothers in Dallas all the time, and other brothers talking about taking the L.
Right.
Yeah, you got to take the low, man. You got to take the low here in Babylon, man. Your woman gonna get the better of you, shit. Your boss, the Edomite, gonna get the better of you. The Edomites at your job. Yep. You just gotta be ready, man, because we are cast down here in this society.
Right.
Just for loving Yahawahshi. And then the world hates us just for that. So yeah, you gotta come accustomed to taking L's, to taking the low. Like I just said, man, this ain't about us. Now that brother Yatazak, he like to speak on all the time, man. Take yourself out of the equation.
Right.
When you take yourself out of the equation, man, this truth comes that much more easier to you, man. That's lifting a great burden off of your shoulders. Just take yourself out of the equation. And that's what the brother just read.
Right.
That's what he's reading.
Right.
And this ain't for our glory, or when you read about giving us the light. Yahweh gave us the light.
Right.
That he might be glorified, not us.
Right.
You know?
Right. And, I mean, just as a reminder, we're still under the curses. So how could you not know that you're going to have some type of default hell being placed on you? At some junction throughout your existence, until we are delivered, hell is going to be brought on you in some form or fashion. It is aimed at you, okay? So let's not even forget that. Those curses are alive and true. They kicking. Ask Tiger Woods, okay? Now ask any of these celebrities we had talked about earlier, man, if these curses ain't real. Shit. This is back in 2 Corinthians 4 and 9. Persecuted but not forsaken, cast down but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahawahshi, that the life also of Yahawahshi might be made manifest in our body.
That's so heavy, man. Always bearing about in the body the dying of Yahweh. Did it say dying? The dying of Yahawahshi Mashiach.
That's right.
Always.
Yep.
Like the brother said, no, off season. You gotta always be bearing about the, you know, in your body, in our bodies, the dying of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So it's just like he wrote, or just like Yahushua said, he stated, and it was written, that, you know, if you come to be my disciple, you must take up your cross and follow him daily.
Right.
That cross is your crucifixion. That symbolizes your crucifixion
right.
to this world.
Right.
And you're going to be bearing about in your body his death, or his dying, so that his life might appear in us.
God.
So that's a real, but that's a heavy, a deep concept. That's a profound concept for you know, a brother to grasp within this truth. Because we not here to live our own lives. We're here to live unto Yahawahshi HaMashiach.
I got, this is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So yeah, I mean, hey, listen, that's a part of the game, man. That's like going out to a football field, man, and expecting not to be hit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you gonna get hit, bro, and they gonna hit your ass hard, okay? Question is, are you gonna get up, or are you gonna be on the sideline, okay? You gonna get up and you gonna keep fighting? Same thing with boxing, you know? The brother said, this is a spiritual warfare, man. Satan is looking to take you out as much as he possibly can, you know? And he will use any device in which he has, you know? And namely, the ones in which are closest to you. So yeah, you better prepare your soul, you know? Because when you serve Yahweh Shabbat, he is testing you, okay? He's testing whether or not you're going to be approved or accepted or found worthy of his glory. You know? Scripture says that if we die with him, we will also reign with him, right? Yep. Roughly paraphrasing. We're going to live with him. So the point being here is, why would he give that glory to anyone else? He's not going to give that glory to somebody that's not worthy of it, you know? So yeah, he's testing us out right now, but the whole point is prepare your soul for temptation, man. Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more often than not. Especially when you first come into this truth, man. Your whole world is gonna be flipped upside down. You be like, damn, bro, like I got something on my face. Like, what is it, man? My breath stink? You know what I'm saying? I got, like, what's going on? Like, everything that you do now is going to be wrong. And people are gonna hate you for standing up boldly for the name of Yahawahshi.
Man, go back. There's 2 more scriptures in that 2 Corinthians.
Okay, I got you, bro.
Yeah. Couple more.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
This 2 Corinthians 4, I'm gonna start back at 10. It says, always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahawahshi, that the life also of Yahawahshi might be made manifest in our body, for which we live, are always delivered unto death for Yahawahshi's sake.
For we which live are always, delivered unto death for Yahawahshi's sake. Always, man. Like I say, you're not gonna, be glorified on this side.
Hell no.
We was called into this truth, we're called into the death of the body of Yahawahshi, so that we could put off that sinful nature. See, when you come into this truth, that old man that you once were goes up on that cross with Yahawahshi, so that this new man can live. Like it said that, Yahawahshi might live in our, well, then he gonna just read it again.
It says, 2 Corinthians 4 and 11, for which we live are always delivered unto death for Yahawahshi's sake, that the life also of Yahawahshi might be made manifest in our mortal flesh.
That his life might be made manifest in our mortal flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So people can see Yahawahshi in us.
Right.
Through our actions, man.
Right.
Through our speech. Through everything, every facet of our life.
Right.
Right.
Now we have that anointing on us, and that's another reason why they hate us. Because they see that anointing.
Yeah.
Like the heathen, they see it, man.
Spiritual, right?
It's spiritual, man. They even in your conversation, you're not talking about fucking hoes and all the rest of that stuff like you did once before in the world. You're not eating pork chop sandwiches. You're not getting pepperoni on your pizza no more. You ain't showing up at every holiday event, quote unquote holiday event anymore. People like, damn, bro, what's wrong with you now? So yeah, they see that anointing on you. So they see the manifestation of Yahawahshi in you, in your mortal flesh.
That's right, brother. Come on.
Verse 12.
Go ahead.
So then death worketh in us.
So now death worketh in us. Go ahead.
Says, but life in you.
But life in you. So what does that mean? What is that saying? So we done gave up our life in this world. We became dead unto this world so that we can live in Yahawahshi, that we might give life unto you.
Right.
So if we, never died, we never put off that old man.
Yep.
We never put off that body of sins. We couldn't receive the understanding. The Holy Spirit wouldn't work with us. We wouldn't be able to break down these scriptures
right.
to feed the flock.
Right.
Like we've been talking about the flock.
Right.
So we wouldn't be able to feed the flock, give you the understanding. So death works in us so that we can bring you life.
Right.
But life in you, because we're giving you the understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this word.
Yeah, done. Which is essentially, life is the opposite of what we've been talking about as well, being death. And one of those measures, okay, of life, in order to get to life, we're giving you hope. We're saying, guess what? You don't have to be a nigga for the rest of your life, man. You don't have to deal with these wicked ass bitches, man. You don't. You don't have to eat these defiled foods. Okay? You do have to be wise as a serpent. You can't go up to the so-called white man and just smack the shit out of him, you know? But this is how we get back at our enemy right here, man, spiritually.
I got this real quick. This cholesterol.